Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another season of the MI Snocross Media Racer Roundup podcast. We're excited to get things going here as we start to close in on the start of Snocross season. Dom Santina back with you once again, along with my co-host, Matt Kosh. Matt, great to have you back.
Hello. Yeah, great to be back, Dom. Good to see you.
Yeah. And then this week, starting us off strong, we have the director of the Northern Power Race Park, Rene Meier, with us. Rene, thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
So, goal of this, obviously we're talking about it, Snocross season is quickly approaching. I think, Rene, you guys put out a post, 52, now closing in on 51 days until we are racing in Mancelona, and just under 60 days until the national circuit kicks off for the season. So obviously, third full season at Northern Power with Michigan Snocross. What have you guys done to kind of help continue to boost making your regional circuit such a powerhouse up there in Mancelona?
Oh, that's a loaded question, I think. Our mission and our goal from the beginning, since Mark and I started this, and Tyler started this 3 years ago, taking everything over, was continued improvement and growing the sport in the state of Michigan. You know, there's been many series before us that have done a great job and really brought the sport to be what it is, and we just want to carry that momentum forward and do everything possible to continue growing, to get more people in the sport, to challenging our riders and letting them improve and giving them the tools and the track and a well-operated series to be able to do that. So we're looking forward to going into our third year. We've learned a lot the past 2 years, and combining everything and getting new ideas and making things better, we're really looking forward to it. So we're excited.
Yeah, obviously last year the kind of one of the big upgrades was the ability to continue building on your snow base. You added quite a few more snow guns. You added a brand new groomer, which for the first time was really one of the few times we've had a full season of having two groomers being able to run all year long. Obviously, we've had a massive track. Mark didn't have to make snow, luckily, last year. But what have you guys done anything to increase that capability of making snow again this year, or being able to tailor the track and make it even better than it already was?
Yeah, so we posted last week, I believe, that we purchased another snow groomer. It's a Park Bully. It's a really good machine. We're excited to use it. Doug Braidwood from Michigan, he's been in the snowmaking, snowmobile racing, snow world forever. He was getting rid of it, so we purchased that, and it's really going to help us push more snow, build better tracks. If the need is there, we can have 3 operators on the track at one time moving things along. So say we did get the amount of snow that we got before the Border Cup last year again this year, we could push it in a much more timely manner and build a really good track and actually utilize all the snow that we did have, or all the snow that we make. I'm hoping for a couple more days that we can actually make snow, because Mark really enjoys doing that. And I know that he's a little disappointed he didn't get to last year. We were happy we had the snow, but I know he likes doing that. So along those lines, we did just purchase another snow gun. So now we have a total of 10 snow guns for our facilities. So we're excited. Mark is very excited about that. And he's itching to start making snow as soon as we get the temperatures to make snow. So 28 degrees, we'll start blowing snow. We're all prepped and ready to go there. But yeah, 10 snow guns. It's been a wild ride over the past couple of years, and I think we might be done purchasing them, but with Mark, you never know. So we could end up with 15 or 20 in the future, but we have a sufficient amount, and they can all run at the same time, so we can blow a lot of snow when the temps are right, and I'm looking forward to that. So
very good.
Yeah.
And
Traction.
then
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
another thing that we bought for the track this season, we used it a little bit this summer, is some yellow caution lights. It's a little minor. A lot of people may not realize it, but similar to like NASCAR yellow lights or lights they use at motocross, to put on the track, to make sure that our track safety for both our racers and our flaggers and track crew is in place. And we used them, like I mentioned, this summer at the side-by-side race, and they worked really well. So we're excited to see what those can do this winter too, and what improvements they can provide to track safety. So
Yeah, that's really exciting. I've seen those have really proliferated in the moto world, especially.
Mhm.
Those. Do they have the bells as well? The warning sound, or is it light
They
only?
don't.
Okay.
It's light only, so it's yellow and it's red, or it can do both at the same time. So
Okay.
even in red situations too, we can turn the red lights on, and it's more apparent to racers, especially
Yeah.
in harsher conditions that you can't really see the flag. I know you know that firsthand. Sometimes it gets a little tricky out there. So
Yep.
these lights will be really good.
That's great. That's a great safety upgrade.
Hmm.
And it's something too, right? Like our regional circuits get to kind of be the test people for sometimes for the national circuit, right? So it's something that if it works really well here, could it eventually make its way onto the national circuit to where you're seeing that just like you see with Supercross, where the caution light is out, so they know before they even take off the face of a jump that someone's down or whatever the case might be. And I think, like you're saying, Renee, in winter, especially when it gets blizzard conditions out there, you have the orange on your back to kind of protect you a little bit. But if you had a light letting you know, hey, there's a rider down over the face of this jump, that definitely can hopefully prevent someone from getting landed on, or especially keeping our track crew safe as they're trying to attend to an injured rider.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
I think we'll see it across. I think we'll see it across a lot of series. I know that there's other regional series that are talking about implementing them too. So, like you mentioned, I think we'll eventually, if ISAC's not doing that this year, I think they'll totally adapt it into their series as well. So,
Sure.
Yeah, I think those are all great upgrades, things that keep riders safe, keep the race day moving along, and continue to just help the product that you guys put out there as, really event promoters and um, putting on a show for the fans. Things are, like we said, are moving quick. We're going to be, before we know it, to race day, and the first round of the season kicks off on December 6th and 7th. Once again, kind of the tradition, having a regional race the week before the first national. Anything that you feel you want to share about that day or bring up, or just excited to kind of get racing going there in December?
we're excited. So, like you mentioned, it was December 6th and 7th. We do have a couple practices scheduled prior to that. So, the season will start before that weekend for us. And if we have snow prior to that, we'll start. We'll make a track and have practice before then. But we're really excited. Going into our third year, we feel good. Um, we're itching. I'm itching to have everyone back at the track and going racing. There's nothing quite like race day and seeing everything come together. And yeah, it'll be good. It'll be really good, I think. So.
Awesome. 11 round season once again this year, and we'll get into some of the finer details here in a minute. One thing that's also kind of right after that national weekend, and we can hit on it just a bit. I know we don't talk about it a ton, but you guys have increased your ditchbanger races again this season after kind of 2 years ago starting off as just kind of a one-off event here or there to fill a schedule. Last year you make it a full points paying series, and then this year add in I think maybe one or two more events. Just talk about how that's grown and how excited you're to kind of take that off and help come along with the Snocross series and help the park out.
Yeah, they blew up. Everyone loves them, so we're gonna give the people more of what they want. We had we had 5 planned races last season that went towards that new points championship that we implemented, and then everyone was sad the season was over, so we added one more race kind of later in the year, just a one-off if people wanted to come or not. This year we decided to make that 6th one part of the schedule and put it on there. So all 6 will go towards the points. Like I said, they blew up. They're so much fun. People, it's a different atmosphere than snowcross racing. It's more relaxed. Of course, some of these people have never even been on a racetrack before, any type of racetrack, and they're coming out there and racing. And we have people from 14 years old to 50 years old, and they have to go to work on Monday, and it's friendly competition in most classes. Some classes get really competitive, and then we threw in the points. So you can people love to chase the points, or people just love to come out there and ride. The points, we don't want the points to steer anyone away. If you don't care about the points, that's fine. Come out and race with us, have fun. That's what it's all about. But going along the line of points, we added even more with the team points championship. So it's not anything strict or die hard. You don't have to you don't actually have to create a team, but say 4 or 5 of your buddies come to every single race. You can enter your team in and win another points championship that way too, if people care about that. So we're excited. We're excited to launch that. I know that we have some pockets of groups of people that are very excited to enter their team in. I've already gotten questions about when they can submit the roster, so people are looking forward to that. Yep. So, but like I mentioned, if people don't care about the points and they just want to come ride, that's okay too. But it's there if people want to participate in it, and if not, that's all right. So
That's cool. Is that the team, Rene? How many? That's a 3 or 4 person team, or 5? What are the?
it's a
what's the
5-person team.
Okay, 5 person.
Yep. So, yep. And teams have to be submitted before the first race of the season. 5 people, and a lot of our racers participate in 2-3 classes. They each have to pick one per person that their points goes towards their team points. And then we're not allowing substitutions. If someone misses a race, unfortunately, they don't get the points. But the more often you show up, the more points you get. And then the top 3 teams in accumulated points through their riders will get a trophy at the last race of the season. So
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that first one will kick off on December 20th, kind of right before the holidays hit. Just giving you another event there in the month of December. Are you planning, I know in the past you've done some practice, is that being considered kind of leading up in that break period before that next round of snowcross?
Yeah, yep. So if on our website, on the calendar of events, all of our practice dates are listed. And then I actually did create an independent website for Michigan Snowcross, just to allow people to navigate the series a little bit better, because there is a ton of information that goes into the regional, and we wanted to keep it a little more separate than our general facility information. So that website is just michigansnowcross.com, and on there you'll find our full schedule of Michigan Snowcross, information about joining, I wrote a comprehensive guide on basically step 1, 2, 3 of how to join Michigan Snowcross, what you need, what to expect. And then wrapping it around back to practice, I have practice information, and on there it'll list all of the scheduled practice dates. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. We have 28 open practice days this winter.
Wow, that's good. And then some riding clinics too, some other riding clinics, some open other rides as well.
Yes, Tyler is planning to do his riding clinics in December as well. So before or right after the ditchbanger, kind of that week of December 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd, we take a little bit of break for Christmas, and then the 26th through the 28th will be open. I'm pretty sure almost all of those days for practice. So, and Tyler's clinics are sprinkled in there too. So
Awesome. So definitely keeping you busy. Then we get to the new year and we move this event back in the calendar a little bit, but are excited to announce that we're going to give it another run. And round 3 and 4 of the Michigan Snowcross season is again going to be partnered with the Border Cup and Team USA versus Canada.
Yes, the Border Cup is back. It's the second annual one that we're doing. We're excited to host it again. Like you mentioned, we did push it back to our second race, our third and fourth rounds of the season. We think that this will give some more seat time to riders across the board from both countries, and it is a bigger event, so providing that extra practice time, getting these people ready in the swing of things for season will it'll offer safer racing conditions, and I think it'll help with the competition because these riders are kind of in the routine of things, and we'll see some tougher battles. We'll see some closer finishes and things like that. So we're looking forward to it. Like you mentioned, it's January 3rd and 4th. We will be open for practice the Thursday and the Friday leading up to that event. I know it's New Year's Day, but we'll be open that Thursday. And there's a lot of other regional series events scheduled that weekend. It's a busy new year, breaking in the new year with a lot of snowcross racing, but we're excited to draw some more people in from Team USA. I've heard talks that there's quite a few more people coming and planning on attending that event. So we're looking forward to that. And then we are also doing the CSRA just launched the mod shootout, open mod pro shootout. We will be implementing that at the Border Cup on Saturday evening, and that will be open to American and Canadian riders. So mods are coming to the States.
I can't
on
wait.
That Saturday.
I absolutely cannot wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
She decided
speaking
to
my
hold that
language
back and break the news now, So that's awesome.
Right.
That'll be exciting to see.
Yeah, more information on that will be coming up in the next couple of weeks as we continue to get things sorted out, but mods will be here Saturday night, incorporated into the afternoon session on Saturday. So
that's awesome. I think too, moving it back not only gives the riders an opportunity to get more seat time, but I think it just gives it more opportunity for everything to gel well. CSRA gets kind of their bugs worked out. We get our bugs worked out. The riders kind of get back into the flow with a regional race and a national race already under their belt. So they're into the routine of things again. So I think that was a smart move on both your parts on moving that back just after the holidays. And then I think hopefully it'll show that the flow of it will go a little bit better than it did last year as well too. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see that coming back. It should be a fun time. Yeah, so then
me too.
now I'm more excited now that she told us that information, but
we gotta find a mod.
I don't know if I was supposed to announce that, but I did. So we'll
you know what?
and then mods are back.
We'll roll
Gotta find a mod.
Right.
So another ditch banger about 2 weeks later, December 16th on the schedule, and then we go into rounds 5 and 6, January 17th and 18th. I don't know if you want to share anything on those. I know coming up after that, there's a little bit new change to the schedule that we can talk about. So I'll give you an opportunity if you want to talk about rounds 5 or 6 or the ditch banger number 2, you can do that as well. Otherwise, we can just move right into what's coming for round 7.
Yeah, ditch banger number 2 and rounds 5 and 6 are the same schedule that we've run for the past 2 years. Normal race day schedule for both of those series. So we can move into 7 and 8 because it is a little bit new. Typically when we combine a ditch banger and snowcross, we do a ditch banger Friday night and then normal racing Saturday, Sunday for snowcross, but we're changing things up a little bit. So Friday night will be round 7 for our pro or afternoon classes. These guys really, and girls, really like racing under the lights. It's a lot of fun. At that event, we will also be making a return of the dad and mechanic race because that was a blast last year. Everyone loved it. So that'll be back for that Friday. And then Saturday morning, we'll do round 7 for our youth classes. So all the way up until about 1:30 in the afternoon. And then it'll be ditchbanger number 3 Saturday night. So our groomer operators will be busy, but we're excited. We're bringing both events on one day, and we're looking forward to that. So.
Yeah, it's
and
gonna
then
be
round 8.
Yeah, like you said, gonna be busy for the groomers, but I think it's gonna be very interesting. A lot of our snowcross riders like the ditch bangers. It gives the ditch banger competitors an opportunity to kind of see or even try out the snowcross side of things, which I think is really a good thing. And then, yeah, as you mentioned, getting into round 8 the next day.
Yep, and then we're back to a normal schedule on Sunday for round 8 with youth and pros all in one day. So.
Yeah, Steve's gonna have his work cut out for him, but it's gonna be good. I think it's worth a try. I think, we've seen the pros under the lights for our normal final race of the year with the banquet involved and everything, and I think that went really well. I think it's something that can draw in a bigger audience when you have those pros going under the lights and just kind of a Friday night, not much going on around town. So I think that can be interesting. And then, like you said, it incorporates everything, like I just mentioned a minute ago, having kind of getting that double entrance in there. So definitely could be an opportunity to see some new people out on the track on the snowcross side as well too. So which can be cool. All right, and then after we get through that January 31st, February 1st weekend, you have a double header weekend on you have 2 singular events on Saturday, February 7th for another ditch banger round. Round 5 is on the 27th, and then well, I guess that's in partnership with February 28th and March 1st is round 9 and 10 of the snowcross season. So going back to your traditional ditch banger Friday night, snowcross Saturday, Sunday, you see there. Your championship round for the ditch bangers will be on Saturday, March 21st. So that's when you'll have your final podium and kind of give out season-ending awards and team championships at that point. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep. So that final round 6, will be where all the points come together for both class championships and that team championship. And then we are doing a ditch banger banquet this year. I use the term banquet loosely. We're hosting an event at a local establishment, inviting everyone to come join us, dinner, drinks. We might do the award ceremony for the points there, or at the podium. We're not sure on that yet, but it's just a collaborative celebration of the season at the track. So more details will be available on that soon as well.
Awesome. Like incorporating that ditch bangers and making them feel included with their own kind of series alongside the snowcross. The next weekend, March 28th, or 27th and 28th, is when the snowcross season will come to an end, right before Duluth once again. And we're going back to kind of what we saw in the middle of the season and how we ended the season last year with pros under the lights again. And then amateurs will race Saturday morning. And then I assume the banquet will be Saturday evening as well. Is that the plan?
Yep. So round 11 for pros or the afternoon classes will be Friday. We are doing a second dad mechanic race that night as well.
Nice.
The desires there, the guys love it. Mark in particular had an absolute blast, so we're bringing it back. They get 2 opportunities to do it. So, and we have a special announcer planned for both of those races this winter. So I'll spill the secret to you guys when we're done recording. But and then round 11 will be for the youth will be Saturday morning, and then like you mentioned, the banquet will follow Saturday night.
Awesome. So that wraps up kind of an outlook of the schedule for the year. I do know there's a couple other events which you can go to the Northern Power Race Park. There's a free ride day. The Arctic Blast is making its return once again this year. I know a lot of those details are kind of on the Northern Power Race Park website if you want to check those out. I don't know if Rene, if you wanted to speak on any of those or if you just wanted to refer them to the website to kind of get some more information on any of those.
Yeah, I can speak on it briefly. Like I mentioned, we have 28 open practice days for snowcross this season, starting December 4th. But if we have a track before then, we'll open up prior to that. We are doing some dedicated ditchbanger practices this season as well. We have 3 scheduled for December 19th, January 9th, and January 24th. So those, I believe, are 4 to 6 hour times that anyone who participates or wants to try ditchbanger racing can come out and practice. The information for that is on our website, on northernpowerracepark.com. And then the Arctic Blast Winterfest is back. This was started last year by a couple of our ditchbanger racers and snowcross racers. But we're going to team up this year and kind of co-host the event together to keep growing on the idea, because I loved it when they presented it to me, and I think it deserves my additional help and backing from our facility. So it's really meant to be a relaxed day. The track will be open for people that come out and ride. There's no pressure. It's not practice. It's really just an open ride on a flattened track. And then we're hoping to also incorporate a swap meet show, a vintage snowmobile show, some vendors, maybe some music. Just really make it about snowmobiles and the snowmobiling community, and just allowing the people to come out and hang out. And then personally, I'm really excited about our free youth ride this season. It's something we've never done before, but I believe it's February 7th. Yeah, Saturday, February 7th from 9 to 11. Our track will be open to all youth riders in the state or beyond to come out and try their hand at riding a snowmobile on a track if they've never done that before, or if they've never raced riding on a track in general, or it's open to every single youth in who wants to come out and participate. We will also that day have like a flagging basics class taught by our head flagger Nathan, just going over in simple terms what each of the flags mean. I'm also going to do a mock hole shot shootout, so the kids learn what the green light is if they've never experienced that before, and get some prizes. And then hoping to have some of our snowcross pros there as well, giving some autographs or talking to the kids. Just as the only regional series in the state, I think it's kind of our responsibility to make sure that the sport grows, and doing any means necessary to make sure that happens. So
that's a great idea. I love the idea of the growth and growing the youth classes. I mean, that's where it starts. You got to start them young, catch them then.
So we've seen a small decline in our 120s and our 200s, and I want to make sure that doesn't continue going in the wrong direction. So anything that we can do to get people on snowmobiles on the track, seeing what our facility, what our series, what snowmobile racing entails, we're really putting the effort into that. So
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a great idea. A lot going on, a very busy winter for you ahead. And we're looking forward to all of it and hoping that we get plenty of snow. Sorry, Mark. So that way you guys don't have to front the bill of making all the snow for this year. But I know even if Mark got 10 feet of snow, he's going to want to make another 10 feet with the snow guns just to say he has 20 feet of snow.
yeah.
But we're going to be alongside the way, helping kind of share all of it and continue doing our thing. I talked to Matt the other day. Our game plan, I have a lot also in the works here from Michigan, or from MI Snocross Media. Some of it's still being finalized and figured out, and we're in the process of closing in. We are looking for, I started reaching out today, started looking for some sponsors. So if anybody wants to join on, I've reached out, and I'll share with you what our goal is and future is for the plan forward. But for this particular situation, Matt and I decided we're going to to try to incorporate and make great content and publish good podcasts. We're going to go every 2 weeks. We'll be releasing a podcast episode for the upcoming season. Hoping to kind of incorporate more of our riders and get them in here and talk to them as well. And we'll still have our, every once in a while recap episode, just talking about what's going on with Michigan Snocross. But Matt, I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad you're hanging in and you want to continue to do this and
Absolutely.
sit down and have a blast. I know your passion and your dedication for Snocross. So glad you're willing to come in and do this. So I don't know if you want to say anything about getting ready for the Snocross season here before we kind of start to wrap things up a little bit. But
I'm getting ready. We can't spill the beans yet as to what Dom's got in the works, but it's going to be really cool. That's what I can say. I'm really excited to see it get rolled out. We'll just leave that little teaser out there.
Yeah, we'll tease it, but it's not gonna let people down. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now. So
that's right.
It's gonna be exciting. I hope it catches on. I think it's gonna be really big, but we're excited to have it. One thing I can share, Rene, if you're good with it, we just talked about it today, but if you're good with kind of what we talked about earlier, we've actually added kind of 2 partners already. One of them, we've done the Racer of the Week award every week, kind of the last couple of years. We're happy to partner with Northern Power Electric this year, and we're gonna change that up a little bit. Instead of the Racer or Rider of the Week award, it's now going to be called the Northern Power Electric Electrifying Performance of the Week. So kind of bring in Northern Power in to partner with that. More details will probably come out about that as we kind of finish things up, but we're excited to release that. And then I haven't clarified it with her, but I did agree with it the other day. Ashley Allen is going to partner with us, and our Rider Spotlight is now going to turn into the Ashley Lizzie Photography Rider Spotlight. So partnering with a couple of our groups. Ashley's helped us here a lot with MI Snocross Media, and glad to give her some recognition as well too. So those 2 things kind of finalizing. And like I said, we got quite a few things still in the work yet as well. So reach out to me or MI Snocross Media if you guys want to jump on board and partner with this. And once again, our goal, ever since Matt came up with the idea, has always been to promote Michigan Snocross and our riders, and that's going to be our goal going forward. Just looking to take it to another level that we've already done. So excited for what the future holds. And Rene, I appreciate you jumping on here tonight and taking some time to tell us about what you got going on. Matt, thanks for joining as always. And we're going to wrap it up. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll be back soon.
All right. Thanks, Rene. Thanks, Dom.
Thank you.